everybody, how y'all doing? We got some breaking news. First we got our Kovalev, Pascal2 predictions, breakdown. I got the Bellator148 predictions for you. I got the professor himself with me tonight. I also have, I've got my middle daughter here tonight for a little bit. And first thing I need to say is, as CEO and president of Fight Star Boxing and MMA, okay? I know I go by a handle on here and stuff. When I make a statement in regards to one of my fighters, I am not representing their point of view. I cannot express their point of view without, they have to do that on their own. So what I will do, though, is I will fight as hard for them at a table as they will inside of a ring or in cage at any time. And if I feel like they've been done wrong, I will state that. But this is my opinion. That is the opinion of myself, okay? Now, that is not the opinion of the fighter. I don't know his opinion. What I'm saying is I can't speak for him, all right? And the information we'll discuss, this fight was going to be brought on, but I've decided not to. But let's, how you doing tonight, Professor? Yeah?
Me?
Yeah, how you doing tonight, yeah?
Oh, yeah, ready to go. Looking forward to this show.
Yeah, me too. Your title of the show is Kovalev, Pascal2, Bellator148 predictions. I'm going to do Bellator predictions real quick, guys. The MMA part. This is Daley versus Aldridge in Bellator148. It's 149. Everybody's excited about because it's Gracie versus Shamrock. I'm going to take Daley to KO round 2. All right. Honeycutt Bradley. This is a rematch from last year, and it was a no contest because Bradley got this. It was, at first I thought we were going to give it to Honeycutt for disqualification, but they didn't. I'm going to take Honeycutt by decision. And then I'm going to predict one more fight on this lower down on that card, and that's Ryan Couture, the infamous Randy Couture, as his son is fighting, and I'm going to predict him to win by submission. All right, by submission, and that's the only 3 I'm going to predict off of the Bellator card. And I do have the UFC Fight Night card coming up for Anthony Rumble Johnson against Ryan Bader. That's tomorrow. Plus we do the pre-fight and post-fight show for Bellator148 tomorrow. But tonight we're doing a little Kovalev Pascal2, and I got some more shit to get off my chest. What do you think, Professor?
Well, before we talk about what we think, which will be interesting, I do want to hear what you project in the fight. Maybe we should discuss what they bring to the fight, what happened the last time they fought, etc. And it may call into question why this fight is being made. Let's talk about the first fight. Did you see anything in that fight indicate that Pascal is going to do any better the second time?
No, actually, the first fight led me to believe that it would be a bigger mismatch the second time. Now, Pascal has picked up Roach, okay? Roy Jones Jr. was part of his training team, for the first fight. So, does that lead me to believe he's going to do better? This isn't, there's styles of trainers and there's philosophies of trainers, and this isn't Teddy Atlas he brought in. All right. What I mean by that is Teddy Atlas is a great game plan type of trainer. He's a fight plan trainer, and Freddie Roach is more of a skill set trainer. And I know the professor understands what I'm saying for sure. And I don't foresee him changing the plan or changing Pascal's style enough to make too big a difference. Actually, like you said, I still just see Kovalev get off the balance a couple of times, and he got caught there, I think in round 5 or 6, something like that it was. The first fight was in round 8, is that right? Or something?
You're talking about some of those counter left hooks that Pascal landed?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they actually happened periodically through the fight, and a couple of them jarred Kovalev a little bit, but he couldn't follow them up. And he just didn't have enough power on the punch to really do nothing but disrupt Kovalev for a very brief period of time. And matter of fact, if you hadn't brought that up, Prophet, I was going to ask you, what did you think that Pascal did right in that fight? if you want to know the truth, I think that was it.
That was
Periodically, he threw a really nice counter punch.
Exactly. He did. He threw a nice counter punch periodically, and it was pretty much that left hook. And as I stated, I think that Kovalev was just off balance. He got carried away with aggression a couple of times. I really wanted to have fight serve guy, which is Darnell Boone, okay, on the air because he's fought both of these guys. All right, he's fought Kovalev twice, the only man to knock him down, okay, and he's fought Pascal. He's fought them both. And I was going to ask him, so it was kind of a lead-in for him to come in, which is something else we're going to get into in a few minutes. But is there anything that I think, if I was actually going to train, if I was training Pascal, what I would do different was, I don't have no clue why this match was made, to be honest with you. Honestly, other than there just ain't nobody else out there right now.
It really doesn't look like a justified match. I do not think that Pascal showed anything in the first fight that would indicate that he has a better chance in the second.
No.
There's somebody who disagrees with you and me, Freddie Roach. He says that Kovalev is slow and predictable and that Pascal's going to do a whole lot better. The only reason Kovalev knocked him out the first time is that Roach was not his trainer. They got the game plan. Now they're going to outbox Kovalev and win every round, one at a time.
Win every round. Well, that's
what Freddie says. What do you say to Freddie?
I say Freddie's. He's getting. I don't know. He's took too many shots to the head.
Well, listen. He had this. You'll love this. I told Pascal, your jab will win this fight. You got the best jab I've ever seen, and I know you don't use it, but in this fight you will. What do you think of that?
I think that's hilarious. I really do.
He has a good enough jab.
He's got a decent enough jab, but he's got a significant reach disadvantage here.
But can you imagine calling that jab better than Kovalev?
No.
Do you remember what happened in the first fight when they traded jabs?
They do it.
He landed on him, and there were a couple of times when he jarred his head really, really badly. And as a matter of fact, Pascal did not land hardly any straight punches at all the entire fight.
No, I don't. I think his jab, I don't know the exact statistics on it, but his jab count was real low. It was in the teens.
Yeah, I shouldn't say he didn't land any at all, but, it looked like very close to none. Kovalev has a great defense for punches coming in straight on him. He's a little bit vulnerable to the hooks, and that may even have been because he was taking chances against Pascal that he did not take against Hopkins.
Yeah.
I think you'll agree with me on that because we were talking about how he was off balance a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I know you didn't see that in the Hopkins fight.
No, he realized that Bernard Hopkins does such a good job defensively at smothering punches and controlling distance, all right, and that he had to outbox him. He never could really land with full extension. Here you go. Freddie Roach says to John Pascal, "You are better than Roy Jones."
Yeah, unbelievable. He thinks that Pascal has a better jab, and in fact, it's getting better every day. So Kovalev better watch out. Well, let's talk about what they do bring into the fight, previous records. So I'm just going to go through this boring encyclopedic stuff. Kovalev is 28-0-1 with 25 KOs. He's 6 feet 1 inches tall with 72.5-inch reach, and he's 32 years old. And getting to Pascal, he's 5'10.5", almost the same size, and nearly the same reach. They're just about a half inch apart in that. 72-inch reach. He's a year older, 33, and his record is 33-3-1 but only 17 KOs.
Yeah, he doesn't have significant power.
And I'm going to make an observation here. So really sorry, Freddie. He's an unbelievably brave fighter with modest skills, and he's done exceptionally well, overcoming a serious illness and becoming one of the foremost trainers. But I do not think that Pascal has any advantage over Kovalev at all.
None.
I think that Kovalev is a better boxer, and by far he's the heavier puncher. And I think that in a second fight, he'll look over a few of the things that he could have done better, and the result, I won't give it away yet, but the result will not be good for Pascal.
No, I agree 100%. As far as that goes, they're not going to be good at all. The results I don't foresee, and like I said, I won't give it a total exact prediction yet. And I'm trying to get. Joey, can you
look at how they've done, at least in recent fights, to see if there's anything in the last few fights that would indicate the fight may go differently. So, you want to do that, or should I?
You can go ahead. I'm just looking at. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just having to pull this exact jab count from that last fight because we were just talking about that, and it's drastically different. Yeah,
okay.
we was down one.
Kovalev knocked out Najib Muhammad in July in the third round. And right before that, same year, 2015, it was last March, was when he fought Pascal, and it went 8 rounds. We discussed that fight a little bit. Pascal fought bravely, but not very effectively. He had a few good moments, and that's about it. And in 2014, in November, Kovalev beat Bernard Hopkins in a unanimous decision and gave him such a horrific beating that anybody who's not nearly so tough as Hopkins would not have finished that fight on his feet. Mm-hmm. And before that, another 2014 fight, and that was in August. He beat Blake Caparello, knocked him out in the second round, and before that, the previous year, late in the previous year, 2013, he knocked out Ishmael Sila in the second round. So it looks like really the only 2 opponents that he's had out of, what's that I mentioned here, 6 of them, last 6 fights, that actually fought effectively against him for even a while, were the Alien and Jean Pascal. Mm-hmm. But he beat both of them very decisively. The fights were tough, but they really weren't close. And the others were pretty much massacred. Now, Pascal himself, since being knocked out by Kovalev, fought last July, the 25th, against, here we go with somebody who has a Slavic and Hispanic name. How could you do this to me, Prophet? Let me see what I can do with it. Unity Gonzalez.
Yes.
But it was a very disputed, unanimous decision against not exactly a stellar fighter.
Exactly. That's good.
And before that, before the Kovalev fight, which was 2010, 2013, I believe, in
Pascal Kovalev won?
Lucien Boutte.
Oh, yeah. Lucien Boutte.
He won a unanimous 12-round decision there. And Bernard Hopkins is a usual opponent, but whereas Kovalev beat Bernard Hopkins,